From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
For Harrison, there's a look at what he did last week. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Here comes Benson on the toss right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hands it off out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. They'll fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The Lance now to throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. McCaffrey is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. You look at this Niner defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in?
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Lance looking to throw it. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To the air, Allen. He's got the connection to Moore. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 5. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 56 yards. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, a run with Benson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This one complete to Gresham. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got McBride here over the middle. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will hold at 22.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, 56 yards. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen now looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has shown up time and time again. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action, now it's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, eluding the tackle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
To throw, it's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brevin Jordan, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Allen going to throw. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 22 yards there, a first down. They run over center with Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 12-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Benson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run a draw here on 2nd down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought of it.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's on his way, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And again, it's Allen. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's Allen. Pass complete there to Harrison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Allen. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Lance going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on found themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Allen's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now Allen. That's caught. It's the tight end Ryman. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Back to throw. Allen. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On play action, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Yeah, he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Allen. Caught by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more